What is going on, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Parma save. As you can see, we are sitting in 8th right now, and our top goal scorers are Iglesias on 4 and Jovina's got 5 assists. So, as I mentioned in the previous episode, they were always going to be players that I expected to do well with. Now, obviously, we're going to have a look at our squad here, and we're going to go into our tactics and just show where we're up to. We're going to play around a little bit here, move Jovina around, but this is kind of the starting lineup I've been playing with Bruno Alves at centre back. Rested him last game because obviously he's getting old now. But we're trying to work out a squad here that is going to be our starting squad and try and stick to it. But it's got to be a team that's doing well and is getting us wins. And that's the struggle, especially our squad depth isn't great. We have got a lot of old players and that are not good enough for this league, so we are going to have to be pretty damn careful on what we do. So obviously we won 3-1 in the few games that I played in between last episode. I'm going to play about 5 or 6 games in between each episode, just to so it's not so boring and you have we have a lot to talk about, and obviously a lot can change in 5 or 6 games, so it's always going to be interesting for you to watch. We had a fantastic result against AC Milan here with Elman Abdi, the guy that they keep telling me isn't good enough for the squad. Scored in 90 plus 4 minutes. We actually lost 3-2 with a late goal from Rodrigo de Paul. Udinese are a good team and I probably underestimated them. Spa, we got another late goal against them in the 90 plus 1, which is a massive result, especially letting them back in the game with 10 minutes to go. So I was happy to come away with that. And then in the last game, we obviously lost 2-0 to Inter. Alexis Sanchez getting 2 goals and 1 disallowed. Obviously, we've got a lot of games left for the season, and we want to finish as hard as we can, ideally in the Europa League spots, so we get a bit more money. Got Torino next, which is not going to be easy, and I fully expect it to be a really, really tough test for us, and probably one of our biggest ones of the season. They're probably a team that we need to look at in terms of how we develop our squad and sort of build towards that. So this is the starting team that I'm going to put up against Torino. I'm going to bring in Abdi because he's getting his scoring form recently, so we'll hopefully see him come up with the goods for us today. Moving forward, don't really want to make too many changes, just so I can get a sort of starting 11, and go from there. So Torino looked like playing the ball around quite nicely in the first few minutes, and have kept quite a good possession. But here goes Zaza. He was going to be a threat all game, isn't he? Zaza's a good player. Quick 1-2, plays him in, but it's past our keeper. I'm not fully sure on my keeper at the moment. He's on loan for Napoli. As we go, see 2-0 already. It's disappointing. Again, another good move from Torino, and we need to fix up sharp here. Hopefully, get in at half time at least with a goal. Bit of movement going on here. We scored. Disallowed. Roberto's been getting a lot of goals for me. He's been firing in the first few games, which is what I want. And I do worry for next season. Sorry, I got confused there. It's the replay, isn't it? So yeah, looks like we're going to be going down half time here. 2-0 down. Very, very disappointing. 64% possession they've had as well. See how it goes in the next 10 minutes or so before we start making some changes. Oh, you're kidding me. Zaza's good, man. Zaza's a good player, and it's probably someone that would do really, really well with us, and maybe someone that I can look at bringing in next year as a replacement for Roberto Iglesias, I think his name is, because I doubt we'll be able to get him away from Napoli, and if we do, then fair play, it'll be a great signing, but it's going to be one of them impossible ones, I reckon, that I'll ask for a lot of money. that's unfortunately how it ends. And that's always going to be a tough game, I said at the beginning of the game, but I didn't expect it to be that hard. The board are getting a bit worried, I think. Obviously, they keep saying that my business has been poor in the transfer window, but if you don't give me good money, it's going to always be really hard to bring in the players that I want to bring in, and obviously make this club as what I fully expect to get it to. So I'm just going to flick through here, see where we can get to, and probably fit in another game today. Bruno Alves is requesting to move away. I'm actually going to say no to that and hopefully give him a new contract. I don't want him to leave. He's a strong sort of player for me, and alright, he's getting old, but he's got good experience for the young centre backs that we've got at the club. Been very happy with how Xavi Jimenez has been getting on. He's started to do really, really well for me. He started to put in some good performances. I know he lost 3-0 in the last game, but he's getting some good ratings, which is why I've been dropping Bruno Alves out of the squad. I'm going to bring in Jovino here. I'm going to play Napoli. Now, I've rested a couple of little players in, but I'm not expecting to get anything from this game. Obviously, we all know Napoli in real life are a fantastic team. A lot of pace, a lot of strong players in the squad that are going to obviously put us to sword today. And there we go, Milik getting one of the goals. I was thinking it would be more Insigne or Dries Mertens that might be the players that we might struggle to deal with, but it's Milik this time. I really hope we don't start getting on a bit of a losing run. That's my biggest worry, because I feel like it's going to be very hard to get them back to performing again. But with Foot Manager Handheld, especially in the first season, it's always a bit up and down, especially with the clubs like this. Sometimes you just click and you get it straight away and you get some good performances, but sometimes you have to put a lot of work in, and it looks like my squad isn't the best in terms of what I can offer here. So we're going to have to push through and work on it as we go along. And probably, if any of you played before, you'll see in the B team there's always loads of loanies out in Italy. So if we can bring in some of them through next season, we might not have to buy as many. And I do want to kind of keep that Italian theme where possible, and then bringing in some sort of foreign exports in, when I can. But like, these things happen in football, and we need to be adaptable and bring in the right people. And I know at the moment my squad is not up to scratch of where it should be, but just got to hope that we can fight through, push through the season, get as high finish as possible, and hopefully we'll get a bit of a bigger transfer budget to work with next year. And we have a lot of players that will be leaving, because obviously it's loans, so I don't really want to get as many loans in next year, but obviously if my budget isn't great, I might have to. I want to start creating a squad that's going to perform in all areas. So as the game goes on here, we are still losing 1-0 to Napoli. I get some good shots and ball possession here. I'm going to make a sub. I'm going to bring on our youngster from Atalanta, and I'm going to switch the formation to try and get a late goal. Two young players who are desperate to do well for us, so it'll be exciting to see how they get on. And I'm going to bring on my French right back. He's been moaning that he hasn't been playing much, so we'll give him a little bit of the game here. Napoli with a corner, swings it in. Ref's going to VAR here to look at a foul, I think. Nope, it's been a play on, and we're carrying on here. And we're going to come towards the end of this game, hopefully getting a late goal, but get on the counter here. No, doesn't look possible. Oh, got a corner. There's a good chance there. Insinger, straight out, and the whistle's been blown. 2 back-to-back losses in this episode. Not quite how I wanted it to go, but it's one of them things. Also, our team is not up to scratch, so we need to be ready and expecting to lose points in games that maybe we should be picking up points in. I'm not saying Napoli is one of them, but there will be other games. So yeah, we're going to see what the assistant thinks here for the next match and potentially move towards that. But just sort of fixing the squad ready up for the next sort of 6 games or so, and I'll be back with another episode showing you where we are. But hopefully, by then I've turned it around and we can start seeing the points on the board and getting ourselves into European spots. But I do worry now, after a few games in, that against the bigger teams we will struggle, and I need to combat that with maybe a more defensive formation. So it's something that we might have to work towards. Maybe with 2 DMs and sort of a centre mid that's kind of attacks. Maybe Brugman would be that player. We have a couple that are more holding. And then, yeah, it will be something that, like I keep saying, we'll just have to keep developing the squad. Obviously you've seen a couple of episodes now. It'll be great to hear your feedback in the comments below. I know that these series can come across quite boring at first, but I'm sure that once you kind of get into it and you start learning the squad, you start seeing more about my team and how I create it my own, and we start winning things and getting further in competitions. It'll be a lot more exciting to watch. So yeah, please do share this to your friends. Do like the video and do start interacting in the comments below. And if you've watched and enjoyed the video today, thank you very much. It's the end of the video now. Thank you very much. Cheers.